So we are coming into a period of time that is the whole month of Sagittarius, and especially the 8 days of Hanukkah, which I'll explain exactly what's happening then, that we have the opportunity to transform all our luck, really all our journey to great. All the books are opening again, like Rosh Hashanah. This is known to be by the Kabbalists like the small Rosh Hashanah. It's opening, and it's another window in time that allow us to inject more blessings into our life, and not by coincidence that it's correlate with the Gregorian calendar that we end in this new year of December, starting a new year. It's all correlate to really understand what are the tips, or what is the code, if you will, to create miracles in our life and to connect to an illogical reality that we can change everything.
This podcast is for the soul who knows there is more, the one who's been carrying it all for far too long. If you're ready to let go of old stories, to stop replaying the past and start living from your truth, you're in the right place. This is your moment to release the noise and reconnect to what's real. Welcome to Baggage Begun, Healing Hearts and Minds. I'm Tammy Mahmali. Hi there, welcome back to Baggage Begun, Healing Hearts and Minds. I'm Tammy and I'm really happy you're here. We are coming into the holiday season and soon Hanukkah. This time of year can feel magical, but it can also bring a lot of old baggage, family patterns, loneliness, pressure, drama. So today we are talking about how to stop carrying this into 2026 and the miracles that happen when we choose to heal ourselves. Not the big dramatic miracles, the quiet one, the ones you feel when your heart gets lighter, when you stop repeating the same painful patterns of the past, and when you finally feel worthy of receiving the good things. Now, to explore this, I invited a dear friend that I really love to talk to, Rachel Madar. Rachel is a spiritual teacher, healer, mentor who has been guiding people for over 20 years. She blends Kabbalah, coaching, and energy work to release the guilt, fear, sadness, so they can reconnect to their true self and feel the light, feel lighter. Rachel, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Tammy, for inviting me. I'm always happy to share not just the knowledge, the space with you and influence others. Thank you so much.
That's so special because I think it's our third interview.
Yes. We have done few and we got like great response, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, and the reason I invited you again, it's because first of all, I love you. I love your energy, and
Thank
also
you.
because
Love you too.
you went through so much, so you have the experience to guide other
True.
people. So I'm gonna start simply by asking you, let's say when people right now ask, I can't carry this anymore. I want more money. I want more happiness. I want more things. And I'm done with the suffering and sacrificing. What does it really mean to choose to feel better, to choose to heal yourself? Was there a moment in your life where that choice opens the door to something that felt bigger than you, like a miracle?
Wow, such a deep and important question. I'm so happy you asked that. Each one of us go through different things in our life, from small traumatic to big traumatic, and we are not here in competition because it's really depend on our soul journey, and as we know it, our soul correction. When we go through pain, there are many reasons why we go through pain. First, this opportunity that comes to us to close old karmatic things that we carry, different baggage we carry from previous lifetime, this lifetime, and it's really the pain is an indication that we're in a moment that we are here to heal ourselves and to move forward in our spiritual growth, in our 1% life growth, like to move to what we call it the next stage. So I feel that my personal experiences in my life, in any form of pain that I've experienced, and some I experience even now, it's really to help not just to heal my own karmatic old we have like expectations from people, we have disappointment from people, and they're all there. That sometimes, I don't know, maybe some people who are listening to us right now feel some suffocation, or a feeling like they want to cry all the time, or there is a feeling of pain and harm in our personal space. And it's a challenging, maybe sometimes it's a challenging of what is right and what is wrong, what is truth and what is injustice. So a lot of emotions also coming up right now. Thank God that we are coming into the month of Sagittarius, that we're getting into a process of really healing. We're going to speak about it shortly. But all of this, every time we experience pain, is in order to release old, to really go through a deep cleansing, to start new identity, new level, new period of time in our life. And when we feel pain, is because we resist. We resist the new that coming to us. We resist the blessings that's supposed to come to us. So we don't see.
So when you're talking about pain, it's me talking about feeling stuckness in these emotions that
True.
feel like emotional and mental baggage. They're crying too much, energetically feeling uncomfortable because we all of a sudden remembering childhood pain, traumas, past relationships, all the fear about money, health stories. From what you see, what really keeps people holding on to this pain that you're talking about? Is it fear? Is it fear of higher consciousness, fear of new identity, loyalty to their past and the pain, or something deeper? What is it that people is staying there instead of understanding, oh, that's a good sign, it's okay, there is no right, there is no wrong, I will do my best and I know that's just temporary and I can move on?
All of the above. And like, yeah, we feel the fear. We have the worry of what will happen tomorrow, because we are based our knowledge on what happened yesterday or what didn't happen last week. I tried and it didn't work out for me. So I have the fear how it will work tomorrow. We have lack of certainty. We don't really trust that tomorrow will be better. We don't trust ourself. We don't trust our power, that thing can really be manifested. We don't trust the creator. We don't trust God, that everything that exists and happening in my life, it's really a blessing. Yesterday I heard that beautiful story that someone shared with me. So this wonderful lady asked me, do you know the story about the cancer, the animal cancer? I said, which one? So she told me, the cancer, when as they grow, they need to go through a process of removing or shedding their shell that cover in, and to receive or to grow a new shell. And in that process, the moment that the old shell is coming out of them, they're completely exposed, and they're hiding behind rocks because they're very vulnerable. And they're waiting, as they grow, they're waiting for the new shell to grow with them. So there are times, all the pain that we feel is basically supported by the creator, that to grow from like removal of like one layer that of a shield that is like covering us, to grow and receive a much stronger shield, a much stronger vessel, much that we are able to receive more. So there are times that we hide behind the rock, we hide behind different things, and in those moments that we hide, it's nothing wrong about it. Those are the moments we understand who we are. We understand our strength. We creating new things. And I want to invite everyone to really remember those times that you felt that you're behind the scene. How many great things like you have accomplished that in those moments.
I'm really grateful that you're mentioning it because right now it's the Mercury integrate. I'm
Okay.
myself a triple Scorpio, feeling everything too
Wow.
much. I have days that, to be transparent, I feel like I'm really shut down. I barely can put my makeup. I barely can put my clothes on because I feel like I just have to go to bed, put the covers, and be just me, choose me for the day. So, for the listeners, we are not perfect. We are,
No.
just because we decided we have a message that might be helpful to someone. So if you're feeling uncomfortable, we are here for you. That's where we
Yes,
are becoming transparent, vulnerable. We talk about everything, the ups and downs, because no one's life is perfect. And I love the story about the cancer, understanding that sometimes the chaos that you feel energetically, emotionally, it's the same way God created the world before the 6 days. There was chaos. Things that
it's true.
after time created, and you see like a masterpiece. Before there was chaos, you should see before I was painting, I looked like a mess, and my whole art room was a mess. And then a gorgeous was, for me, was masterpiece, was created, but no one saw the messy part. So if you're feeling messy, that's the time of growth. So yeah, I wanted to ask you, what do you suggest to, let's say, women who ask you, Rachel, I want to really feel good, I want to heal, I want to shift, I want transformation, but I'm really scared I will fall apart, feel this chaos. How can you guide them to take those first steps and feel the certainty? Because sometimes we need gentle beginning to help other people
It's
to,
true.
without overwhelming, to be in this place.
It's true. Especially when a person is going through whatever pain that we go through. I find for myself, so I can share from my own experience. And this is such a blessing that I saw that the Creator also gave me to really see that. First, surround yourself with people that are cheerleading you, that are there for you, that your friend that give you a call out of the blue and ask you how you doing, that can give you advice or just allow you the space to vent, to to feel that you are a victim of a situation. It's okay just to express who you are and how you feel at the moment, and that person or people hold the space for you. It's so important to know that you are guided, that you have someone that holds your hand in time of pain and suffering. So this is the first tip that I wanted to share.
I love that because you just reminded me. I had a woman that went into labor and she asked me how I can have a better experience this time because it wasn't her first child. Right away, I said, you know what? You need a team of cheerleaders to be in the room. And
Exactly.
guided her to see who's coming into the room. For me, I look at everything like, do I want to bring this person with a baggage with me into the room? And I'm like, no, no. The second my heart contract, instead of
Yes.
expanding, I know it's a no, no. It doesn't matter. It can be your mother, it can be your
Yes.
sister, it can be whoever. You often
Yes.
think, oh, I want my mom. I want my some. Believe it or not, some people don't feel comfortable if the mom is there or the mother-in-law. Of course not.
Yeah. Of course.
We never know. And it's energy that call our name, and it's come from our heart.
Because we feel exposed, like this cancer that hiding behind the rock. We feel vulnerable, and we are more sensitive to energies. We are more sensitive to things that happening around us. So it's very important to surround yourself with the environment and people. Again, I call them cheerleaders because this is actually one of the. Uh, some will say number one, but I will say like one of the tip of creating really miracles in your life or tap into the miracle path is that when you surround yourself with people who are supporting your dreams, supporting your thoughts, and when you are getting stronger with your surrounding, like you getting the strength, then we are able even to receive maybe a bit of a criticism, or we are able to receive an advice that it's opposite of what we think, so we're able to embrace it. The moment of pain is like you have a toothache and you go to the dentist to fix it, and it's like what the dentist will give you first: antibiotic to reduce inflammation. Then we can do the root canal. So at the beginning, this is what we need: supporting environment. Then the second tip that I always suggest to people, especially in the recent time that everyone goes through a lot, is like to create yourself daily habits that are going to be successful for you. Wake up in the morning, gratitude work, intention, prayer, song, whatever that can lift you up and that you tap into a day full of hope and positivity.
I love it. I have a teacher that always says, you learn all the moves to protect yourself before the war. You don't wait for the
Mm.
war to protect yourself. So the daily rituals are really are like prep work. It's the same way.
It's create resiliency within, and this is what we want. When times are good and amazing, and we feel the blessings, but we really take it for granted. Like we wake up in the morning, the sun is shining. We take everything for granted. When time of more stress, pain, anxieties, whatever we feel, when we feel a little bit of darkness, when we don't see the light, this is the time where all the work in the good days come into a place. Our resiliency, our inner strength. This is why the work that we always suggest, you and I also, when we help and support people, is to create not just the daily habit, to really work on the belief system, to work on your mindset, on more positivity. Use great affirmations, whatever affirmations that will work for you, to strengthen yourself, because we're working on reprogramming our mind.
For sure. And I think when we're talking about affirmation, we are talking about accepting the way we are right now, as we are, and watching out our words. I used to be the guru of affirmation, by the way. 10 years ago, I went to Tony Robbins' seminar and I came home. Whoa! I was like crazy followers. And I was saying all this nonsense. And today I know if we say something that it's too much, our brain will say, "You are an imposter." Ha ha. So saying things that are real about us, because oftentimes we forget who we are.
It's true.
Something happens and we all of a sudden go to gloom and doom. Our brains take us like many years back. Instead, just stay where we are. A lot of us are very intelligent, very smart,
It's
um,
true.
very capable, resourceful. We forget. How about, and I love the way you tapped into find your cheerleaders. No one needs to go through anything alone. And there
It's
are
true.
so many amazing women in our lives that we forget because we think we have to walk around with this persona that I'm capable, you know? And
And I'm strong. And how many of us, for me, with my recent experience in life, I felt that I kept like a strong facade since I'm a child, that I'm capable and I'll make it and I'm strong and I don't need anyone, and and I obviously I need so many people right around me, but it's like I can make it. Everything is on me. But there are moments that we just like need to surrender, and to surrender not just to the situation, to surrender to God, and know that the Creator is the one that actually holds your hand at the end of the day.
I really glad you mentioned God because sometimes in the darkest moment we think that it's too small for God right now is really busy, but God is in everything. And that's one of the things that from early age I made sure my daughters remember, because I tapped into it later on when I was older. And one of the important things to remember is that God with us in the tiny things, in the big things, He always wanting for us what best. And even if the things look like they are painful, there is a lesson. There is something to learn. Of course, when something happened to someone, we're not going to say, "Oh, God is there for you. Don't worry." But just to have that in our inner understanding, inner DNA, it's in a cellular level, that's for my goodness. And to come with gratitude, to understand that something worse could happen, and that's just God doing that for me, so something worse will not happen. Lately I'm tapping into this. I know it's Rabbi Nachman learning, but lately it's really helping me with the hardships, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm very raw. See,
Yes.
so fast, and I have to forgive and move on. And I think that's moving from the darkness to the light. And I know that Hanukkah is coming soon, and we are recording
Yes.
this session right before Hanukkah, when we're talking all about the tiny amount of oil that lasts
Yes.
8 nights in our inner world. What is that tiny bit of oil can represent? I wanted to talk to you about it. How do you see the story of Hanukkah that show up in people's healing, especially when they feel like powerless or drained or hopeless?
The month of Kislev, which is the month of Sagittarius, where the holiday of Hanukkah is taking place, this is the month that the greatest miracles of of all time in history took place. You mentioned the oil, the small pach hashemen, like the small vessel of the oil that lasted for 8 days, and basically the miracle of a small group of people that knows the Maccabim, the warriors that were able to win and overcome the greatest empire that wanted to control then the Jews. And you know, when we speak about the month of Sagittarius, it's ruled by the biggest star in the galaxy that's known to be one of the biggest is known Jupiter. And Jupiter is responsible, and you probably know better than I am about this, but Jupiter is responsible on the breakthroughs in our life and really creating miracles and wonders in our life. So we are coming into a period of time that is the whole month of Sagittarius, and especially the 8 days of Hanukkah, which I'll explain exactly what's happening then, that we have the opportunity to transform all our luck, really all our journey to great. All the books are opening again, like Rosh Hashanah. This is known to be by the Kabbalists like the small Rosh Hashanah. It's opening, and it's another window in time that allow us to inject more blessings into our life, and not by coincidence that is correlate with the Gregorian calendar that we end in this new year of December, starting a new year. It's all correlate to really understand what are the tips, or what is the code, if you will, to create miracles in our life and to connect to an illogical reality that we can change everything. It says that couples that have a hardship to bring kids to the world, the gate of fertility is open for them. A person with health issues, the gate of healing is opening for him. A person that really needs help in abundance and parnasa, the gate of abundance open for him. So we are really right now in time of windows of opportunities that it's open for us, again, for the months of Sagittarius, but especially for the 8 days of Hanukkah, to really experience blessings that will last for the whole year. So we are in a really good time right now, very good time. And when we speak about Hanukkah, we speak about, you mentioned creation of the world. So I always like to go back to the time of creation of the world, where the Creator, God, Hashem, provided to all humanity everything that we can experience our life in completion and unlimited abundance. Within that light that was injected into this world in time of creation, there were all the solutions and medicine that to all the issues and troubles and problems that exist in this world. But that tremendous amount of light was lit and was provided to Adam and Eve for only 36 hours. For the first 36 hours of creation of the world, and then it got concealed because sin of Adam. Well, maybe we talk about it in another time, but it got concealed after 36 hours, and it got concealed for all of us, the souls, to really gain or reveal that light on our own. And since then, that concealed light, known to be as Or Haganuz, concealed light, that is being revealed in special time in the year. And Hanukkah, and the holiday of Hanukkah, is one of the most important holidays that exist, because it's revealed the complete revelation of this Or Haganuz, this concealed light, in the most simplest way possible. How? The only thing that we need to do is light the Chanukiah. That's it, right? There are no restrictions. It's not like Pesach or Rosh Hashanah or Yom Kippur. We only need to be really happy and light the Chanukiah, the menorah, as people will know. And how many candles we light in Chanukah? Total of 36. Total of 36 candles that connects us to the first 36 hours of the time of creation where the concealed light was shining on the world. So it's really a one-time opportunity in a year to connect to a true opportunity to create transformation and create miracles in our life.
When we talk about lighting the 36 candles every night is beautiful, one of the things to remember is the single miracles that happen in each one of our lives. Even the fact that we have this beautiful body that is healthy and we can drink water, and sometimes we forget with
Absolutely.
one goes the wrong way what can may happen, or a heart rate that's missing what can happen. And I've been witnessing the miracles of the nervous system, and it brings me so much gratitude. But we forget that when we let go and we heal, how the body comes out of fight or flight mode into relaxation, how our energy returns because the nervous system is relaxed. We forget that all the miracles that happen with the heart rate, we breathing normally, the muscle tension releases, and we stop feeling like we are in danger. So when we enter in these holidays, and a lot of people celebrate Hanukkah and they also celebrate Christmas, and we have Thanksgiving, people enter the holidays and the new year and they're already tired because they're anticipating the drama and trauma. If someone wants to enter, let's say 2026, feeling lighter and more hopeful, what are one or two simple practices that you suggest they can start now so they prep themselves for the holidays?
First of all, to identify what is the trigger. So it's like what's triggering them. If it's like the seeing the family is like overwhelming, like some people who are maybe are singles, afraid to go to celebrate family holidays because maybe they will keep asked, okay, so what about your relationship? What about getting married? Or how is the business? Where maybe you experience lack in those areas. I believe that we need to ask ourselves why it's awakening, why it's triggering me, what's the thing is like that I don't have, let's say, a relationship right now, how it's reflecting on me, and what are the things that maybe I can do something about it. People are messengers. A lot of Every time there will people that will tell us things regardless of holiday. It can be yesterday with a Uber driver, it can be your neighbor today that maybe said something to you that triggered old wounds. Each person is a messenger. And what type of a messenger? To come and remind us that we are in the right path of healing. So if it's triggering, like transform the thought to what's the possibility that I'm receiving here? What if this question is actually comes here to open myself up to a new thought, a new behavior? What if that holiday gathering will open up a gate for me to see something else, to enter through a different door? Most of us, because of our ego, that because of our belief system, that creating separation and we creating a distance between ourselves to other people, is because we are feeling distance between ourselves to myself. And we forget that the creator, the light of the creator, is our shadow. We forget that, we here are having an opportunity to open our heart.
Also remembering that it's not all about me. For me,
Mhm.
I usually, one of my love languages is service. So before I have to go
Nice.
somewhere, I really don't want to go. The thing that really does it for me is how can I be in service? Who I can help right now? Instead of making it about me, what they're gonna say.
Exactly.
I said I lost weight, I gained weight. People have a lot of comments because they don't know how to relate to you. Are you dating? Not in my case, but I'm sure you hear it from your client. Why are you single? What are you doing? I mean, those are the questions. Sometimes to understand that these are messengers and be grateful that we actually have somewhere to go. We forget that, to be grateful. Some people don't have relatives that can invite them.
Exactly. So being grateful and appreciative of what we have is like really one of the tips to inject and allow more miracles to come into our life. It's like to create a routine of appreciation of the blessing that we already have, instead of focusing on what I don't have, or what oh my God, what will happen when I'll visit my family. We need to remind ourselves every day the things that already exist and are amazing in my life. If, like, as a tip, I would suggest to everyone to create a list of all the good things that happening in your life, even like things that are seems to be not even to consider. For example, the fact that I'm paying my electrical bill, I'm grateful for that even have that opportunity to pay the electrical bill, that I have this electricity in my life that allow me to do ABC, right? It's like from the little thing, appreciation of family, appreciation of our kids, the food that we have, the ability to see, the ability to create, the ability to love, the ability to sit with friends. The more we are appreciating and have gratefulness, the more we are able to receive. And
Absolutely, because whatever we focus on grows. You focus on gratitude, God gives you more. You're ungrateful. God is like, wait a second, you're not seeing it. Maybe you don't need anymore, you know? So we forget the gratitude is a huge card. You reminded me days when I'm not feeling good, I make a gratitude list with all the things that I take for granted.
absolutely,
You know,
yeah.
we take things for granted. We take our health for granted. We take our family members for granted. We take our home, whatever we have for granted, our talent for granted.
And we mainly take for granted our achievement and our greatness, because we have inclination to see, okay, what else I need to do, what else I didn't do, like, oh, what I've accomplished up to now, it's nothing, because we compare ourselves to other people. The more we get in stronger, the less people slash family will trigger us.
Absolutely. Where we're not owning our power, it's our weak spot. And God is awake
Exactly.
until we own our power. That's why we get hurt because we're not standing in our light. We're not shining our light. Whenever we are hiding,
Exactly.
God is like, wake up, I'm here. You just remind me something. I want to ask you, for let's say women who are listening and thinking, you know what, this sounds beautiful, but not for me. I'm too old, I'm too fat, I'm too sick, I'm broken, I'm too late. What would you say to her? How can she start believing that there is still a miracle with her name on
So great. You know, there are many researches that shows that actually people are over 50 creating like more impactful, whether businesses or miraculous adventures, and that they bring to the world that support the whole world. Okay, like the Disney guy, and like many people who have really created and brought to the world so much in innovative items and things, that they started above 50. So it's never too late. You know, there is a story in the Bible which is actually part of Genesis. We're in the book of Genesis, Bereshit, and the last few portions speaks about Abraham. You know, Abraham turned to be Avraham Avinu when he started his journey at the age of 75. From 75 to 99, he went through a hardship. He went through 10 tests in his life. One of them, everyone knows, Akedat Yitzchak, the time where he was asked to sacrifice his son, okay? But 10 tests that people didn't know. The moment he passed all those tests, it took him 24 years till the age of 99 when he received the miracles of all. The angels that came to him, that now the Creator is giving you a child, which is Isaac, is going to give you a child right now at the age of 100. Okay? With that, also he received all the blessings to become Avraham Avinu, which known to be the channel of mercy into this world. He started with the age of 75 because he had this calling from within that there's something else. So if we bring it to our life, as long as you have an internal calling, something it's bothering you, you are being bothered by how come other people successful, how come other people did all of this, and you're upset about it, and you're upset about yourself, and you're miserable, It's just an indication that you have so much to give and so much to do. And the only thing that you need to do is to trust yourself, surround yourself with people that can guide you and know that you have more to give. The more you are being bothered by other people manifesting what they manifest in their life, it's just indication that you have much more to give. You didn't finish the job in this world. If you were finishing the job in this world, you probably wouldn't be here. So there is so much that every person has to give and to share more light. And we evolve in every age. We evolve, and whatever I've accomplished up till now, it doesn't mean that there's no more, that I am here to do more. So cheer up, and you have a lot of light to share. And wake up from the sofa, stop being lazy, and take step by step to the road to your stepping into your light.
I don't think people are lazy. I think people don't know how to choose differently. So if they're lazy, I'm just going to send them a hug, because sometimes can be lazy, but I'm creating so much even when I'm lazy. So if they're lazy, I hope that our conversation was very empowering, that they got to a point that can say, I'm willing to see things differently now after what I heard. I'm willing to choose differently and let go of whatever is no longer serving me. And I'm willing to ask for guidance, either if it's me, you, or someone else. It's because when you do that, something in your energy begins to shift.
It's
And
true.
I
It's
hope
taking responsibility on our life.
one
Absolutely.
everything is responsibility for sure, especially now, time of miracles. And I hope that people that are listening will make sure that they don't go into 2026 carrying the same baggage that they carried until now. And maybe, like we said here, the first step is asking for support, maybe making their morning routine and journaling and praying and meditating. Maybe it's forgiving themselves, maybe it's being grateful. Whatever it doesn't matter, it counts, it brings light. Take one
And yeah,
and you move forward. What did you
and
want?
this is, I wanted to say, because we speaking about miracles, and I'll finish with this, is that, a miracle is not that, God forbid, something happened to a person and suddenly a miracle happened, and there's a shift in your reality. We want that to happen, that's for sure. But a miracle is the same way that we light the candle of Hanukkah, like one candle the first day and second candle the second day, and so forth. This is the miracle. What is a miracle? Is that every day is better than yesterday. So the fact that we acknowledging that every day there is a little bit of transformation in my life. I'm acknowledging and I'm celebrating this, a little bit of a shift from yesterday. This is a miracle by itself. This is a miracle by itself, And every time that we go through a test in Hebrew called nisayon. This is what Abraham, every time he overcame a nisayon comes from the word nes, which is a miracle. Every time we overcome something, it's a miracle because we tap into a different reality. Okay, so we don't want to take for granted anything, but we want to also, with that, to acknowledge that every day, just pay attention to a little shift that happened within you in today that didn't take place yesterday.
That's so beautiful. We are all nest, and every day above ground is a miracle for sure. To
Yes.
remember that, we forget how lucky we are from the second we wake up and we say Modeh Ani, how blessed we are. Hopefully, I remember how blessed I am without thinking that I need to run somewhere all the time, because that's my inclination to think, oh, what's the next thing I need to do? And enjoy, breathe, be in the moment. I enjoyed it so much. So I'm so grateful to you for the reminders. So thank you. I love you.
Yes. Yes.
And do you want to tell us where the audience can find you? And of course, I will put it in our show notes.
Absolutely. First of all, Instagram, I'm available all the time on Instagram, Rachel Madar. My email is rachel.madar1@gmail.com. And I can share even my phone number, if you will. Anywhere, like, you can reach out to me for private session, for healing session, for guidance. I'm here to support in any way I can.
Thank you so much. And I'm sure we're going to have you again soon. And that's the perfect subject. And to everyone listening, here's the message I want you to hold. And I'm sending you so much love. And I know that you got it and you're already a miracle. If this episode spoke to you, please share it with someone who needs a hope right now. And thank you for being here, for listening, and for choosing healing, even just by pressing play. Wishing you a happy holiday seasons, hopefully lighter and with a lot of miracles. I love you, Rachel, and I see you
I
soon.
love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
If you're curious and want to dive deeper, you are in the right space. I ask you to look within for all the things that you want to do, be, and have. Join me at the Baggage Began Healing Hearts and Minds podcast with new episodes every Wednesday as we discover the path towards healing and transformation.